The talk of gay football players has finally got the attention of the NFL. The National Football League met with representatives from 3 LGBT groups last week about the push to end homophobia in sports. Now, this meeting comes at a time when speculation has increased over whether the first gay players will soon come out in the NFL. Gay rights groups Athlete Ally, GLAAD, and You Can Play attended a meeting on the issue at NFL headquarters here in New York City. What do you make of this move? I mean, in the context of all these discussions we've been having for weeks, is this significant as a development?
It is significant. I don't think that the NFL is where a lot of gay rights activists would like to see it, which is perhaps instituting a more formal partnership such as the NHL has done to combat homophobia in sports. But they're getting there. I mean, I think the NFL in some ways will be the toughest nut to crack. It has a culture that I think a lot of people have said has been very sort of homophobic and has not really been as welcoming as people would like it to be to a potential gay player. So the NFL recognizes that it's going to need to change. I think a gay player coming out is inevitable, and they're just sort of slowly getting there.
And, you know, the NFL's senior vice president of player engagement described the meeting, this particular meeting, as productive. So that's certainly encouraging for, you know, advocates who are trying to move this along. But the NFL is really the most popular sport in America, and they're not going as far as the NHL, the hockey league. What does that mean? I mean, how are they not going as far?
Well, the NHL said that they are partnering with You Can Play, which is a group, the pro-LGBT sports group, and they have a whole partnership. They're going to be out there saying that we accept everyone regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, your beliefs, or anything like that. The NFL is just not quite there yet, but it will be very significant when it does get there. When a gay player does come out, you think of the NFL, it's a sport with a lot of machismo, you know, big guys running around hitting each other, and it's very, very popular.
Right.
So I think they're going to get there, but they are just trying to figure out how they can deal with it internally with players and just getting everyone to a place where it won't be a problem. And I mean, I talked to NFL player Dante Stallworth the other day, who just joined Athlete Ally, which is one of these pro-LGBT groups working to end homophobia in sports. And he said that he grew up in a culture where, you know, it was pretty homophobic. There are lots of jokes about gay people, and this is just sort of what he knew. But as he was exposed to more people, he grew up, he read more, he realized that this wasn't right, and it just took him a while to get there and to learn more. So I think for a lot of these people right now, they're just immersed in this culture that's not as accepting, but it doesn't mean that they won't be accepting and that they can't get there. They just need a little work, and they need people to talk to them.